Hi, my name is Manal Mustafa, and this is the Mask On campaign. So, essentially, what I'm trying to do here is teach you more about COVID 19 and how to stop the spread of COVID 19 through proper social distancing methods, how to wear your mask, dispose of it, and so much more. So, if you want to learn more, go onto our YouTube channel and you can see the video series. So, today we're going to be talking about the different types of masks that are CDC approved and how you should essentially go about wearing them. So, to begin with, there are two types of masks that you should be wearing. There's one that's disposable, and there's one that's a cloth mask. So, we're going to start with the cloth mask. With cloth masks, you should have a mask that has two breathable layers. It should be washable, and it should be like tightly woven together. So if you can see here, there are no holes in it, so it prevents the virus from entering your mouth and you breathing it in essentially. So for any mask, disposable or non-disposable, you want it to fit like very snugly over your face. So I took off my glasses. Of course you can wear a mask with glasses, but it goes around your ears, right? And it should cover your nose and your mouth and should go down to your chin. You can also see that there aren't any gaping holes from the sides, so you want it to completely cover your face. You don't want anything to kind of go in, and you should be able to breathe. If I breathe, I can't really feel my breath. Actually, I don't feel it at all. So that's how I know that this is a good mask. In general, the CDC asks that you don't wear N95 masks or surgeon approved masks. I'll put a picture right here. That's simply because they don't have enough and our healthcare workers need them more. So just be mindful of that when looking for a mask. The effectiveness of face shields are still not known. However, I don't think it would hurt. The only thing is that if you are going to wear a face shield, you should be wearing one with a mask on first. So don't just go out with a face shield. The majority of establishments currently require a mask anyways, but as a general note, if you are going outside, make sure that you're wearing a mask underneath your face shield. So along the same lines, you don't want to be wearing a mask with a valve. I'll put a picture right there. And that's simply because it can allow particles to pass through. So even though you might think that it's letting you breathe better, it's actually making wearing a mask less effective. In general, your mask will not stop you from breathing. It won't build up carbon dioxide or anything like that. The way it works is that it simply filters what you're breathing, so you're not actually breathing in the virus or taking in droplets, because that's how actually COVID-19 passes. It passes through surfaces as well, but the main concern is that through coughing or different water droplets, people can actually get the virus. So make sure you're not wearing valve masks as well. So in general, with these disposable masks are only supposed to be worn one time. So when you wear them, make sure that they don't get wet or dirty because they are disposable. And how you wear them is that the majority of them actually have the top is white, so it's easier to figure out. But if not, there's going to be a white side, that's the inside of the mask, and there's an outside which is colored. What you do is you should feel a little bit of a plastic sort of feeling. It should be harder at the top, and that's so that you can pinch it on. So again, put your mask on over your ears, make sure it covers your mouth and nose, and then pinch it tight here. So then you adjust it so that it fits snugly over. Again, there's no gaping holes, and that's how I know that it is effective. For any mask, the inner pockets are encouraged. The more layers, the better. And then masks come in different forms. So you can either have these loops, which is fine. These both have loops. Or if you have glasses and you find that too many things on your ears kind of get annoying, there are also these ties. So this is a good example of what I was talking about earlier, where there's a colored part for the top. This again is the bendable version. So again, for these plastic blue masks, sometimes they're different colors like yellow or pink. Make sure that you're only wearing them one time, and for the sake of the environment, when you throw them out, you cut off these straps. If you're using a clear or plastic mask, I'll put a picture right here because I don't have one. Make sure that there are no droplets on them and that you're consistently cleaning them. You can clean them with disinfectant because they're plastic. And then in general, do not put masks on newborns or infants, anyone under the age of 2, and some mask materials that you should not be wearing. So if you're making your own mask, make sure that they are of a cotton blend. You want something that's easily breathable and easy to wash. For mask materials you shouldn't wear, I would not suggest vinyl, and essentially anything that lets light pass through. So if I were to shine a light through this mask, you can see it on my face. There's a light right there. You can't see the light on my face. It creates a shadow. So if you are creating your own mask, make sure that the material doesn't let light pass through and that there are no holes. So I know a lot of people are creating masks for sustainable measures. Just make sure that it's actually doing its job, and it's actually helping you stay safe. So in general, you want for a face shield that I mentioned earlier, I'll put a picture again. Make sure that it is it wraps around your head, so like the band. Don't wear them if you're not going to wear a mask underneath. The CDC still hasn't necessarily said their effectiveness, but if you feel more comfortable wearing them, of course wear them. Just make sure you're wearing a mask underneath. And just to have some basic, just an overview of what we talked about in this video, there are 2 types of masks, disposable and non-disposable, so like a cloth mask. A lot of people are making these. Make sure that there are no holes, light can't pass through it, and that for both masks it fits snugly across your face, that your nose and your mouth are covered and there are no gaping holes. For disposable masks, make sure that you only wear them once and that you cut the ties. And with that, I think that's it. If you're interested in learning more, I would suggest watching our other videos. I will be having a Zoom session to learn more about COVID-19, how to stop the spread, and how to stay safe. And I will also be having a Zoom session on how to teach this information, because I had to learn how to teach it myself. So with that, continue to stay safe. If you feel as though you've contracted the virus, make sure you quarantine, get in touch with a doctor, and just take care of those around you. Bye, guys.